Anything good?
Well, it looks like a choice between managing director of British Leyland or stacking baked beans in Sainsbury's.
Rowan? Alexander Rowan?
Yes?
Hello, Muriel.
Arthur!
I've got it.
Got what?
Record player. You said you wanted a record player, remember?
Yeah, but I didn't want it for another couple of weeks, Arthur. I told you, it's for John's birthday. A couple of weeks, I said. Hello, Terry.
Mr. Standen?
Oh, Muriel, please.
Couple of weeks. I'll never hold on to that for a couple of weeks. They go like hot cakes.
Yeah, but do they go like record players?
You what?
What is that?
Genuine Chippendale. Worth a fortune.
Chippendale? A record player? Chippendale?
Yeah. Charlie Chippendale in Romford. You must have heard of him. He got the Duke of Edinburgh's Award for Industry last year.
I don't know, Arthur. I was thinking more in terms of something like a nice music centre, nothing fancy.
I could not lay my hands on one of them for a month at least. And it will cost you a lot more than this.
Oh, OK, bring it in. I suppose it'll have to do.
Terry?
Ain't you going to give us a hand?
With my back.
Hurry it up, Arthur. John's going to be back from school in a bit. I don't want him to see it. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hurry up, Terry. Don't keep the customer waiting.
Better come and have a drink.
Oh, all right.
Right, sit down, would you? My name is Morley. I'm your probation officer. You were released this morning. Settled in all right?
I found a bed, if that's what you mean.
What do you expect? A royal suite?
Sorry?
Right, now, while you remain on parole, I am responsible for your welfare.
I know what you're responsible for, Mr. Morley. You don't have to explain.
Rowan, it's going to be hard enough getting you back to work.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I just thought I could save you some time.
Right. Now, when you went inside, your wife divorced you, took the children to Australia, is that right?
Yes.
So you've got nowhere to live?
Not yet.
You presumably know that owing to the nature of the offence you went to prison for, there's no question of you continuing to practice as an accountant.
Quite.
So you've got two immediate objectives, a job and somewhere to stay once you leave this hostel.
It's in hand.
Oh, it is it?
Yes.
You understand, of course, that if you associate at all with anyone who has a record, then...
I do understand, yes. Is that all?
Let me know if you have any problems.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones is here?
Who's that?
From the VAT?
We'll turn the VAT off.
Look.
No, it's all right, it's all right. He made an appointment yesterday. You said it was okay.
Hell's bells. All right, wheel him in. Oh, Miss Fraser.
Yes?
Any word from Kuwait yet?
Not yet, Mr. Standen.
Well, keep trying.
Of course, Mr. Standen. Would you like to?
Now then, what do you want?
Hello, Ted.
Well, I'll be damned.
Probably, yeah.
I had no idea. I didn't know you were, well...
Out is the word.
Oh, sit down, sit down. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm just making sure it isn't all wired up.
Still got your old sense of humour, I see.
No, I haven't, Ted. I lost it the first day inside.
Have a cigar. They're Havanas, hand rolled. You used to smoke one in each hand.
Something else I learned to do without.
Yeah, what's all this VAT malarkey, eh?
It's the only way I could get in here.
What's that? My ear's on the blink. You're welcome any time, old son. Stone to crows, we're friends, aren't we?
I don't know. Are we?
Is the Pope Polish?
You look the picture of success, Ted. Very nice. You could be Rupert Murdoch sitting there. Oh, come on. Relax. You don't have to call in your muscle.
You want your old job back, Alex? You got it.
We both know why I'm here, Ted, so let's stop pouncing about. I want my 60 grand. My unpaid salary, you promised me.
Alex, I have to tell you something. While you were inside, there's been the most almighty recession. It's hit the property market right in the kishkas.
I kept your name out of court, Standen, and I kept you out of prison. The price, if you recall, was agreed at 60,000. You said it would be waiting for me when I got out. Well, here I am.
Kid, I'll be frank. I haven't got it.
You keep twice that in petty cash.
Straight up, I haven't got it.
How's Muriel?
Haven't a clue. We got divorced.
All right, then. What about little Johnny? It'd be a shame if anything happened to him, wouldn't it?
Don't try and frighten me, Rowan. I'm fireproof. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pay for a week's bed and board at the local YM. Can't be fairer than that, can I? Nobody ever accused Ted Standen of being cheapskate. Did they, Charlie?
Nobody ever accused you of being a cheapskate, Mr. Standen.
Hey, watch where you're going. What's the matter with you? You blind or something? Give those back. Let's go for a little spin. Oh, and there's your bag. Before I get.
Bennett, what happened to you? Fall off the train or something?
I'm all right.
What happened? John!
Nothing.
What is it?
Nothing to get worked up about.
Who was it?
A couple of yobs from Lanscombe School.
Right, that settles it. From now on, I fetch you.
No, you can't.
You watch me.
Mum, you haven't picked me up from school since I was 10. It'll make me look a child. But I'm all right, really. Who are you calling? Look, I hope you realise this wasn't my idea.
Oh, no.
I felt ridiculous.
No more than me, sunshine. Listen. How do you know they were from the local comprehensive?
Well, they said so.
Oh, they introduced themselves, did they? Leave off.
They called me names. Usual routine. Goes on all the time. We get one of them, and they get one of us.
We?
Not me personally. I leave that to the rugger mob.
Yeah, but don't you want to get even with them?
You mean, am I out for revenge?
Yeah, it's only natural, isn't it?
No, it isn't natural. Look, one of the few characteristics separating humans from animals is our ability, if we choose, to rise above our baser instincts.
Stanley. I know. What a carry.
Dave, do you mind?
Yeah, right. That's 48.
48. Why did you have to say that?
One vodka refill, 48p.
I didn't ask for that.
Arthur, I heard you. Do you mind, Dave, you said?
No, I meant, do you mind not interrupting me when I'm doing my accounts? Cackling like an old hen.
I can't put it back in a bottle.
Oh, stick it on the slate. What's so hilarious, anyway?
There's a story here about a bloke who lost his wooden leg on a tube.
I don't think that's very funny.
It's a riot.
Dear, oh dear. Whatever happened to compassion?
Give us a lager, Dave.
Right, Terry.
Arthur. Arthur. Oi, you.
Terry, sometimes you make me quite perturbed.
Listen, how much longer have I got to play nursemaid to that kid?
As long as it takes.
How long's that?
Well, Terry, you got something against gainful employment? I mean, if you have, just say the word. I'll nip down the nearest exchange and take my pick from saddle soapers to brain surgeons.
Look, all I'm saying is that young Einstein is not mad about me waiting at the gates every night. And frankly, neither am I.
Well, you're not there to be popular. You're there to stop him getting knocked about by a load of comprehensive yobbos.
You're talking to one of those comprehensive yobbos, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Terry, 35p.
Look, his mother is a dear and valued friend. I am doing her a favour.
Well, you go and wait for him every night, then, and take the lip from his mates.
Terry, are you telling me you can't cope with a bunch of school kids? Oh, dear, I'm going to have a look at your ongoing potential. Now, look, drink your drink and shut up.
I think I'll have a touch of the tincture, landlord.
Sounds as though you had a good day, Morris.
I have saved my good friend Abraham Jabovich 560 quid on his income tax. That's what sort of a day I've had. Hey, what do you think of that, Arthur? 560 big uns.
500. I think I'll go and work at Victoria Station. It's quieter.
Hello, what's this?
No, it's just some old stock I managed to shift.
Genuine Chippendale record players?
Yeah, I want to find out what it comes to, if you don't mind.
Arthur.
What?
If you don't come to £427.35p, get yourself a better calculator.
How much?
Perhaps we could discuss your slate, Arthur.
Look, after VAT and tax, I don't get none of it. I don't know why I bother. You would have to show off, wouldn't you?
Right, I'm going. Doing the school run, ain't I? Early.
What's he on about?
Oh, he's minding Muriel Standen's kid.
Don't tell me you know Ted Standen?
No, but I know his ex-missus.
Standen. The B&C king.
B&C, Morris? What's that?
Bribery and corruption. Standen's turned it into a fine art.
Did those nasty boys give you a hard time, then? Never mind, your nanny's here to look after you. Look, how much longer is this going on?
Don't ask me, ask your mum, she's paying.
It's been a week, for God's sake.
Look, I'm twice as keen as you are to jack it in.
I mean, must you wait right by the gates? I mean, can't you stand up the road a bit?
Yeah, if you want.
And walk behind. Make it look like we aren't together.
Anything you say, Chief?
Oh, for us!
Hello, what's in your case then, you melon?
Look, leave me alone! All right, that's
2 hands off.
Hang about, cowboy, this ain't your fight.
You're wrong again, Tarzan.
No, don't be silly, sonny.
Come on, you big brave boy. Do you want some?
All right, you. Let's go and have a chat with your headmaster, eh?
Leave off your baby arm!
Keep still, then.
Wait! We're not from Lanscombe School.
Do what?
We're not from the comprehensive.
Are these the same 2 jokers as last week?
I believe so.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, then, come on, what's the game?
Somebody paid us too!
Paid you? Who?
I don't know.
How'd you get your money, then?
It's at the post office. Look, we didn't hurt him, honest. Duff him up a bit, they said. Once a week.
Oh, God, on your bike and don't come back. Pick up your case. So who'd pay to have you done over?
I don't know.
What's it all about, then?
I've no idea.
Well, I have.
Hold on, where you going?
Make sure he does his own work.
Well, you heard her. Get stuck in or there'll be no television.
Yes, I know about the regulations, Sir Brian. But there's ways round everything. Yeah. Well, why don't we have lunch and talk about it, eh?
Hit the tit, Julie, and stand back. Fine. Ted.
Oh, I'll call you back.
I want a word with you.
I've got an important call come through from New York. Yes, bye. What do you want, Muriel? And make it quick.
Someone is paying to have John roughed up.
Do what?
Once a week. Now, I want to know who, and I want to know why.
How do you mean, roughed up?
I thought you'd know, you Burke. It's written all over your face. It's something to do with one of your rotten deals, isn't it? Someone trying to put the arm on you through John.
I've no idea what you mean.
Oh, no. Oh, dear me, no.
You think I'd stand here and let that happen to the kid?
You'd help if there was a couple of quid in it.
What kind of father do you think I am, Muriel? Didn't I start a trust fund for the lad? Who are you ringing?
The police?
No coppers.
Right. Then let's get down to business, shall we?
You remember Alex Rowan?
Yes.
Well, he's out. He says I owe him. He's only ninepence in the bleeding shilling. I don't owe him a bean.
Then I can tell him it's Rowan?
Bring in the police, and Rowan will blow the whistle, which will put me away for a start.
Where you belong?
Which will stop your maintenance and the kids' school fees. The whole gravy train, Muriel.
Gravy train? I get the gas cut off at least once a year. The school practically has to sue me for its money. I get ulcers over the bills you hold off paying until the last minute. And you talk about gravy train, you sod.
No fancy colleges for him, Muriel. I tell you this, if I go down, I'll make damn sure the two of you end up squatting.
And what is John to do in the meantime?
Teach him karate.
You don't give a toss, do you? Blimey, your own son.
He's no son of mine. You pampered him till he's scared of his own shadow. He can't tell the difference between dominoes and football. The only time he gets near a girl is when he sits next to them in the hairdressers. If you blew on him, he'd fall over. He's your kid, Muriel. So don't saddle me with your sugar plum fairy.
How does anyone get to be such a bastard?
Practice.
Come on, girl, keep punching.
I'd sooner be on the game than work for him. How do you stand it?
He pays me 3 times what I get anywhere else. And in a few months' time, I'm going to have enough money to put down on my house. And then, bye-bye.
Good for you.
What do you mean, letting her in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Standen. Don't you wish to see Mrs. Standen in future?
And what about my call to Q8?
Hey, what's all this?
Once upon a time, there was a bloke called Arthur Daly. He was a nice enough sort of geezer.
Oh, help yourself.
He just couldn't mind his own business.
No. If it's about them record players...
Always poking his nose in where it didn't belong. One day, along comes somebody who broke it off. So, you call off your boy for minding Ted Standen's kid, all right?
Yeah. Of course.
That way you get to keep your nose. And your teeth.
It's been as good as gold, doing his homework.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Any more tea in that pot?
Oh, yeah, I'll get you another cup.
Don't bother, you haven't got a foot in the mouth, have you?
No, not yet, no. So where'd you go?
To see his dad.
And?
It's one of his oppos. They fell out.
Well, what'd he say?
That John?
Yeah.
He said teach him karate.
Well, that's it. He's not going to fix a geezer.
That's it.
Not exactly a family man, is he?
When it comes to warmth and affection, Ted makes Hitler look like Francis of Assisi.
So what are you going to do?
Well, for a start, I'm going to ask you to go on minding him.
Yeah, OK, sure.
I know it's a drag, love, but what else can I do?
Well, I'm not exactly mad about people who take it out on kids.
Ta.
This other bloke, what was his name?
Rowan. Alex Rowan. He was Ted's chief accountant. Then there was this bribery and corruption case. Must be 3 years ago now. About the time Ted and me split. Rowan went down and Ted stayed out. He was supposed to pay Rowan to keep stum.
And now he wants his money.
Which Ted isn't forking out. Typical. Blood out of a stone's a doddle compared with getting him to let go of cash.
Listen, I better shoot. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him for you.
You're the first person in years I feel I can trust, Terry. You know that?
And that's me, innit? Old dependable.
Bye, love.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
So, it is to do with my father.
Oh, Terry, thank God you're here. I want words.
Thought you had enough of those already, Arthur.
No. This is no time to be satirical, my son. I have got a job for you I can't begin to describe. Lovely money, 4-day week, double time after 5 o'clock.
Hey? Sounds handsome, doesn't it? Yeah, as soon as I've finished at the standings, I'll do it, certainly.
No, you don't understand. You have to start tomorrow.
Oh, don't be daft, I can't, can I?
Well, why can't you?
Well, I just told you.
Look, if you're worried about the kid, don't, because I talked to his mother and she don't mind.
When did you talk to her?
When?
Yeah, when? What time?
What is this, the Old Bailey? Am I on trial or something?
No, the only thing is, I spoke to her an hour ago and she was begging me to stay on.
All right, Terry, I'll be honest with you. No, come here, look. I have just had a discussion with a bloke, a big bloke, and I mean big, you know, one of them. And we reviewed the situation, and the upshot was that if you don't stop minding the kid, I am going to lose things.
What sort of things?
Just things. Parts of me that I'd rather hang on to. No, I'm serious, Terry.
Look, wasn't it the great Arthur Daly who once said, loyalty is above value?
Yeah, but it's loyalty and loyalty, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. So when Muriel tells me to quit, I'll quit. All right?
He ain't getting the message, is he, Mr. Rowan?
No.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know. Let me think a minute.
If you ask me, we ought to have another word with his gaffer, that Arthur Daly bloke. Pull his ears off. What do you say, Phil?
Yeah. Listen, you two, I don't want anyone face down in the river. This isn't Chicago. I'm not Al Capone. Just persuade them with something a little less, well, permanent.
What hand you write with?
This one.
Right, so that means you lead with this one, right? That's there for protection. Keep it up high all the time. Right, that's it. Now, you'll think you'll have to look at the geese you're going to hit, right? So, hit me.
I don't want to hit you.
Well, pretend I'm your dad.
Oh, look, why bother? I'm not interested in all this macho stuff.
Listen, do you want me wet nursing you for the rest of your naturals?
No.
Well, come on, try. I'm your dad, right? You don't like me, do you, son? No, I'll make you stand up straight. What you doing? Be a man. Come on, son. Come on. Tote that barge, lift that bale. Come on. Oh, no. Hold on. Come here. By the time you learn to box, you'll be in one. Look, pretend I'm you, right? Now grab me round the back of the neck like that geezer did the other day. No, grab me round the neck. That's it, right. Now, you don't need all this kung fu, although it does help, right? All you need is the heel down the shin and wallop, right on the instep. That'll stop him from creaming you.
I find this conversation extremely distasteful.
There. Well, you suit yourself, then.
No, wait. I'm sorry.
Do you want that?
Thanks for trying to help him, Terry.
He may be brain of Britain, but he ain't going to get any A-levels at self-defence.
I've always been too protective. I wish I hadn't now. There's a big bad world out there just waiting to ease him up.
Yeah, well, thanks for the notion.
You off anywhere special tonight?
No, I'm just shooting down a Winchester for a cuff. I get so bored going to the Savoy night after night.
Do us a favour.
I don't think I've got time.
Take him with you.
Hey?
Please.
Well, what for?
He's not going to learn much about life sitting here watching telly every night.
Well, do you fancy coming down to my club for a drink or what?
Have I got to change?
No, they'll let you in like that. Just get a jacket. You don't want to catch a chill, do you? You a bit of a punter, are you?
Only on certainties.
Let me give you a little fact of life. With these, there is no such thing as a certainty.
Well, we'll see.
Got it?
Come
go yet.
Money I put in here, not all sniff. Woohoo! Buy myself a new school uniform with that lot. Not even taxed on it. Dear old Lord, what a stroke of luck.
Stroke of luck? I've been watching them. Every 8 goes is a small win, and every 15, a big one. Just enough to keep people playing.
Did you work that out all by yourself?
See what an expensive education does for you. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
You're not old enough.
I'm 18 tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Well, in that case, you can buy me a drink, but you can't buy you one, can you? Come on.
Same again?
Yeah, lager and a Coke. On in.
Big spender, eh?
Big winner, look.
Why'd you work as a minder, Terry?
Get beat starving.
Get much job satisfaction, do you?
Well, you have to make do with the talents you've got. You'll find that out, son. Do you know what you're going to do when you grow up?
There's no question about that.
Well, what?
I'm going to sort my father out, once and for all.
Arthur.
Muriel.
What a nice surprise. Come in.
Oh, Tom. Sorry it's so late, but I just happened to be passing and...
I see. Oh, how awful. Well, I'll get someone else, of course, right away.
Oh, it's very good of you, Muriel.
If only I'd known.
There is just one thing, Muriel. When you tell him, don't let him know that you know about his trouble.
Right.
See, he's got this terrible pride. He cannot bear people making allowances for him, you know what I mean?
Glad you told me, Arthur.
Well, I thought it my duty, Muriel.
Well, with the amount of money I required, you can get a taxi.
Buy one, couldn't you?
Just about.
Your mum would go mad, you know. Hey, hold on. Back off, please. Wait, don't get hasty, son. Wait a sec.
Wait a sec. What is this, Marquis of Bleeding Queensbury?
Your hand, I think it's busted.
Oh, me foot. It's all swollen up. I don't believe this. 2 biggest jelly beans I've ever seen.
We're not used to this lot, but nowadays you've got to take what's going, haven't you?
That's right, sunshine. So you're going to tell me where Rowan is?
Well, tell him, Ron, will you? Then we can go home.
He'll be in Sid's Noshery tomorrow 11, straight up.
Where?
Sid's Noshery.
Thank you. Come on, ladies. It's time to go home. Well done, Rocky.
Thanks.
See, just go for the vital parts. It's easy, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what, you would have been proud of John Boy tonight.
There are these 2 chaps.
John, it's late. You got school tomorrow. Off to bed, go on.
But can't I tell you?
You can tell me tomorrow. Now, good night.
I'll see you, Terry.
Yeah, rock on. Well done.
Thanks.
Look, I'm sorry if I kept him out too late.
No, it's not that.
I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for him, I would have ended up as hamburger meat tonight.
What? You've not been in a fight, have you?
Well, no,
Oh,
there was-
God, are you all right? You ought to be resting. Why don't you sit down or something? Come on.
Get up, I'm all right.
Terry, love, I'm really grateful for what you've done for John.
Yeah, he's come along fine, hasn't he?
Here,
What's that?
it's what I owe you. I'm having to let you go.
They're not finished with him yet, you know.
I'll manage. We'll be all right.
Well, you're the boss.
You got too much on the slate, Dave.
Well, how can I run a club like this without giving credit?
Harden your heart, my friend.
Do me a favour, I'd lose half my bleeding members.
Look, inland revenue don't recognise generous spirits, Dave. Owe 'em $1 million. That they can respect. But £114.95, forget it, Dave.
It's the old Chinese handbill, isn't it?
They call it the devil.
Just turns round and gives me my cards. Well, I don't understand it. Give us a lager, Dave.
No, Murray.
I mean, there's no reason given, nothing.
Well, who knows with women, my son? 1 minute you beat them off with a club, the next it's don't slam the door on your way out.
There you go.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, I see. Everybody goes Dutch now, don't they? Bloody common market. Vodka and tea, please, Dave.
Right.
Well, cards or no cards, I'm not done yet.
What does that mean?
I owe that kid a favour for last night.
Now, look, Terry, leave charity work to the Sally Army and Jimmy Savile, will you? You're off the payroll. End.
That'll be 60p, Arthur.
Let's stick it on the slate, Dave.
Arthur, I want to have a word with you about your slate.
Dave, I am busy. I am in conference.
Arthur, would you have a word with my financial advisor?
You owe my client £13.41p.
Client? Am I going to flee the country for 13 quid?
Probably.
Look, I don't come here to be insulted.
No? Where do you go?
How's the Chippendale record players doing, Arthur?
You know, this recession is killing old-fashioned friendliness. The ice is getting into the soul of this country, just like they said in New Society.
It's too early for that, I'll see you.
Where are you off to?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Come back here.
No, I'm just gonna have a quiet word with this Rowan geezer.
Alex Ryan?
Yeah, do you know him?
The bloke who just done some for Ted Standen.
Yeah, that's the one.
I taught him all he knows. Not all I know, though.
You taught him, Murray? I didn't know you was a professor.
Evening classes. I took a class or two back in the Punic Wars. He was the best accountant of the year. Young Rowan. And he screwed up. He got ambitious. And from there to being a crook is a very short step for mankind. So what does he do? He goes and works for Ted Standen. And before you can say Charlton Athletic, he's slopping out.
Yeah, well, your star pupil is now beating up kids.
Hey, Terry, if you go out through that door, don't bother to come back. Just keep on going, because it is the end of the road for you and me.
What is this, gone with the bleeding wind?
I am serious, Terry. I'm using my serious voice.
Just a minute. I mean, Alex Rowan was never heavy metal. I mean, it's not like him to use frightness.
Standen owes him money.
Well, what's it to you, anyway?
I'll tell you what it's to me. There's two things in life I can't stand. Sugar in tea, and the other is a man who bribes his way into replacing churches with multi-storey car parks. Where is Rowan now?
In a little cafe round the corner.
Can I come with you?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Just a minute. May I remind you, we have an agreement, an arrangement. I tell you what to do and where to go, and you do very well out of it, Terry, if I may say so.
Oh, yeah?
I have an assignment for you now, and I can't have my employees swanning around...
Arthur.
What?
Shove it.
That was gratuitously offensive, Terry.
Terry! Phone.
Cheers, Dave. Hello? Hello, John. No, well, your mum pays the bills, so what she says goes. Sorry to hear about what? My heart? She said what? Arthur?
Oi, oi! Oh, come here! Oi, you!
Now, listen, Terry.
No, you listen, driver. Just sit there and shut up.
Hello, Alex. Maury.
Hello, Alex.
All right.
Come on. Go for a nice little drive, eh? Down by the river. Driver.
I didn't want to get rough, I swear it, but what else could I do?
All right, how long did you work for Standen?
A couple of years.
So you was know where more bodies are buried than the gravedigger?
Nothing I can use against him.
Just think a minute. Don't be hasty.
Terry, I'm not serving any useful purpose here, so I'll just slide off and get a few chores
No,
done.
no, Arthur. You can serve a useful purpose here by staying here and shutting up.
Yeah, but look...
Otherwise, I'll tell your dear friend Muriel what a lousy fibber you are and how you deceive her something rotten.
Yeah, look, Terry, this Standen, he don't fool around, you know. I mean, anyone who gets in his way ends up propping up flyovers.
Arthur?
What?
Don't upset me.
No.
Alex, Standen must have plenty of cash about to bribe the punters. Well, he's got to keep it somewhere. Now think.
He keeps it all over the place. I know he milks his son's trust fund for a start.
He put money by for John. That's a giggle, we can't stand him.
Well, of course he can't, but we can't prove anything. I mean, the firm that manages the fund is owned by Standen.
How old is the boy?
Who cares? He's underage.
He's 17. No, hold on. It's his birthday. He's 18 today.
17, 18, what is all the fuss about? He's just a bloody kid.
He's 18? Terry, can you find him?
John?
Hi, Terry.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, fine.
Come here. Got someone I want you to meet. This is Murray, Mr. Levin.
Hello, son.
How do you do? What's going on then?
Listen, do you remember when I asked you what you wanted to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to get even with your old man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you mean it?
Of course I did.
And I'm right in thinking today's your birthday.
That's right.
Many happy returns.
Thanks.
How old are you?
18. Look, what's this all about?
Today you're grown up.
That's right. The majority age is 18 now.
Well, just think a minute, John. You're legally grown up. You can do all the things mature grown-ups do. You can get drunk, you can see porno pictures, you can vote, you can join the army and shoot people.
Yes, but what...
And also, John, you can sue people.
Come here a minute. There's a bloke here who owes you an apology.
Sorry, John.
I've got a good mind to turn you over to the coppers, you great bully.
Oh, Muriel.
It's okay, Mum. We sorted things out. Thanks.
And you shouldn't be doing so much running around.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that at the moment. Murray wants to ask you a question.
Yes. Mrs. Standen, tell me, do you sincerely want to be rich?
You what?
Well, John's father set up a trust fund for the boy some time ago. Isn't that right?
When he was 2, yes. Why?
Yeah, well, knowing what he was like, didn't you find that a bit odd?
Well, I just sort of assumed that was his way of hiding some funny money. That's his main hobby.
Well, John here is now qualified to ask questions about his trust fund. Him being 18 today and everything.
What kind of questions?
Awkward ones, I hope.
You couldn't handle your father, John. You wouldn't know where to start.
No, but Maury would.
You mean you'd act for?
He's red hot with figures. When I put up the idea, he was the first person I thought of. I mean...
That'll do, Arthur.
Well, I would gladly act as John's accountant.
Right, let's get started then.
But there's just one snag.
Snag? You didn't say nothing about a snag?
What's wrong?
Standen knows me, knows my face. I wouldn't last 5 seconds.
Fine time to tell us, isn't it?
All right, no sweat.
What do you mean, no sweat?
Well, I can tell someone else what to say. I mean, I could write it down. We just need someone that Standen doesn't know to go in and act the part.
Well, it's only Terry and me.
Terry's too young, Arthur.
I suppose so. Hey, hold on, you can't be serious. No, don't be ridiculous. Never.
Arthur?
I don't even look like an accountant.
What are you talking about? You look better than me. Nice clothes, beautiful voice, brisk, efficient manner. I'll bet you got a tooled leather executive briefcase.
Beautiful one. Bird indoors gave it me for Christmas.
And you're in business. I could put you up for the Institute of Chartered Accountants.
Got a biro?
Oh, hello, John.
Hello, Miss Fraser. I'd like to see my father, please.
Of course. John's here.
John who?
Your son.
If he's after money, tell him nothing's doing. What's you think I'd do? Photocopy it?
It's my birthday.
It's his birthday.
What? Oh, God, all right. 5 minutes.
Good luck, love.
Thanks.
Sit down. What's all this about a birthday?
That's right, Dad.
I didn't make a note of it.
Well, you said you wanted to see me on my birthdays. Maybe if it's inconvenient,
No,
I'll...
sit down, sit down. I've got a lot on my plate right now.
I understand.
I'm hanging on this big deal with the Arabs.
Sounds terrific, Dad.
Son, I'm not talking about a few quid here. I mean, this one involves millions.
Well, if anyone can pull it off, you can.
Yeah. Oh, no, John, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
But you can't rush these blokes. As a matter of fact, it's like trying to do business with a bleeding glacier.
Yes, sir, may I help you?
I'm with him.
Mr. Standen?
Yeah.
You're a friend of Mr. Standen's?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Are you sure you got the right place?
He just came in. Young geezer with glasses.
Oh, you mean Mr. Standen Jr.? John.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Oh, hello. An old geezer with glasses.
May I help you, sir?
No, I'm with him.
I see.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Don't tell me. You're with them?
That's right.
Just a minute. I know you.
Left school when I was 15, did a paper round, worked on building sites, dug potatoes. Hard days, lad. But it made a man of me. I remember the time...
Dad?
What?
May I ask you a question, please?
What are fathers for, son, but to answer questions from their children?
It's about my trust fund.
You what?
You set one up for me, didn't you?
What's this sudden interest in your trust fund? I mean, it doesn't mature till you reach majority.
Well, I was talking to my accountant today.
Just a minute, hold on. You were talking to your... what?
My accountant.
Oh, I see. You've got an accountant, have you?
Yes.
But you're just a kid.
No, Father. I'm 18 today, and that is the age of majority. So, I would like to discuss my financial affairs, starting with my trust fund.
Get out, wasting my time with these dopey ideas. Go on, off it.
Actually, I brought him along. I think you should sit in on this. Would you step in, Mr. Daly?
Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
This is my father, Mr. Daly.
Arthur E. Daly, Institute of Certified Accountants.
I'm going to count to 3.
My client would like to discuss the trust fund.
1.
That you set up in 1964, I understand?
2.
To mature when he came of age. Is that correct?
3.
And that's what your darling boss did to him.
But that's awful.
Yeah, you watch out, Miss Fraser. You could be next.
You could be right.
Terry?
No, hold on. You don't want to go in there.
Why not?
Well, they're talking business.
Yeah, ain't you Terry McCann?
Yeah, that's right.
I saw you fight a few years back.
Yeah?
Yeah! I saw you knock out Brick Maloney in under 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's right.
He was fantastic.
I can believe it.
I think you're right.
Hey?
I don't want to go in there.
Nah, that's the spirit.
I'll go and get a cup of tea.
What a good idea.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Till.
Yeah, keep jabbing.
My client would like to know when he can expect to use the income from the fund.
Miss Fraser, where the hell's Charlie?
Was any arrangement made to do so prior to the maturity of the trust? It is managed, I understand, by Filbert Nominees Limited, a company resident in the Isle of Wight.
Man.
Isle of Man. That's correct.
Who told you about Filbert Nominees?
I also understand the aforementioned company, the controlling body of my client's trust fund, is a company wholly owned by Standen Enterprises. To wit, you, Mr. Standen.
Who gave you this load of old cobblers, eh?
I also understand from my client that you're not exactly a strong candidate for Parent of the Year awards. So the idea of you setting up a trust fund for your son He's about as likely as, well, Crystal Palace winning a European Cup. I am willing to lay you odds that if we was to look into this trust fund, instead of the 200,000 that should be there, we find nothing but a couple of old buttons and a dead rat.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Mrs. Standen said you were saving up to buy a house.
Well, I'm just going to have to skimp on the carpets, aren't I?
Thank you, Ted. I know how they must have heard.
Excuse me, Mr. Rowan, may I, Oh, in all the excitement, you've gone and signed it 1991, Mr. Standen. And your initials. So, there we are. We've not quite finished yet, Mr. Standen.
It's just bloody daylight robbery.
Yes, well, you probably know more about that than we would. It's a little matter of Mrs. Standen's maintenance, and her mortgage, and my client's school fees. I have all the papers here. They're all in arrears. Well, a busy man like you can't be expected to remember everything, can he? What should we say, year's payment in advance for all three? Good, well done. Thank you for being so understanding. You see how efficient you can be when you try.
Go to well.
Thank you.
You better answer it. Might be Mr. Wright.
Fat Jones. Hello, Mr. Standen's office. Kuwait. I'll hold. Put them through.
Well, I think that concludes my client's business. Thank you for your time, sir.
I hope you mean that.
Mean what?
Conclude. Nothing personal. But if you fetch up here again, I'll have you shredded.
My word is my bond, Mr. Standen.
Glad to hear it.
Of course, if by any chance these cheques are not honoured...
Leave it out. I think I want the fraud squad having a working holiday on the Isle of Man.
No, of course not. Nice room. You know what it needs? Record player. Sort of antique. Chippendale.
Yes. Then we could set all this to music, couldn't we? Go on, get out.
Thank you.
I don't believe this. You've done it.
Well, I certainly have. There we are.
He was fantastic.
He certainly was. It was nothing. All you need is a bit of chutzpah, bit of nerve. He who dares wins, remember that?
Yes, you can put them through. Look, don't go without me. I'm going to buy you a drink. Hello? Sheikh Rashid? You're ready to sign the contract. Good. Yes. Yes, I will tell Mr. Standen. He is in conference at the moment with the delegation from Israel. He's helping them build a missile base. Hello? He rang up.
I looked Standen square in the eye. I said, Standen, your threats don't frighten me. I have been frightened by experts. And in comparison, you nondescript script Pete, you are still at kindergarten. And here is the pitch, I said. Either you pay up or you have me to deal with in more ways than one. Or words to that effect.
Listen, I don't expect you'll hear this very often, but I'm proud of you, my son.
Well, I'm very proud of John for standing up to his father like that. Come here.
Hello, happy birthday, John.
Well, it was Maury who told me what to say.
Arthur, could I have my script back? You never know, I may be able to use it again.
Maury, I didn't actually use the script, you know. I mean, I just used a basic idea, and I'm more extemporising, you know. I mean, I'm very good at thinking on my feet.
Mr. Daly?
Yes, my son.
Mum says you know all about record players.
Does she?
Well, the thing is, she bought me one for my birthday.
Oh, did she?
Well, the thing is, it won't work.
Won't work.
She said she went to some Flash Harry who sold her a dud.
Somebody told me they were intended for the Swedish market. Won't go on our electricity. Of course, I don't know.
Mum said if I talk to you, maybe you could get it fixed.
Oh, did she?
It's lucky you can think on your feet, isn't it, son?
I can think on my feet.
Arthur.
What?
Who's paying for this junkie?
It's on me.
It's the least I can do. Landlord?
Sorry, I haven't got anything smaller than that.
I'm sure I can change it for you, sir. For you, sir, we do have credit. Have you ever considered becoming a member of this establishment?
Proposed.
Seconded.
Third.
Hereby elected.
Come on then. Speech.
My friends, for so you all are, I don't want to dwell on my involvement with this business this afternoon, but I would just like to say these few words.
A drink from me.
The drinks are on me.
You know, no! Drinks are all right, but Eric, what you having? A large one? It's a large Bacardi and Coke over there.